And just like that, it's September. I don't know where the summer went. It's totally gone. There's a chill in the air. The rain is coming. And we're here on this autumn evening doing what I'm afraid is going to be our last tour of the season. I say that, and who knows what will happen in a few weeks. But for right now, that's what we're going to do. Here in the middle of September, we're going to take another tour of what's still flowering. We're really excited to bring you along for that. We'll start here. You'll notice as we go through, there's a lot of yellows. We've really planned that we'll have a lot of yellows for this time of year because it's getting into that autumn, those warm colors, that pumpkin spice latte feeling that we don't have here in Denmark. The spice latte, we have the autumn feeling though. So we're starting here with these Rudbeckia hirtas, absolutely gorgeous, really bright and shiny. You'll notice that our Salvia viridis is still, these bracts are still really showing out. This is an annual. We have a whole video where we sort of highlighted it because we fell in love with it this year. But super excited that this one is still really showing out. Our Delphinium, super nice, these beautiful blue colors. It's a bit oddly placed here, Lars, if I may say. We can deal with that.
Blue really goes well.
Blue really goes well with yellow, but it's also the only one right here. The verbena is also popping through. So this little set is really working. If you look back at some of our older videos, we had lupina here. When was that? Probably May, June. June they got infected by these little aphids. We had a really dry summer here in Denmark. Aphids were just all over. So this whole section was beautiful pink lupina that we ended up just having to cut all the way down. There was no way to sell. We tried soap, we tried everything that you're supposed to do, and ended up just cutting it down. Planted this afterwards, so really just since June, super happy with how that's turned out.
And those, by the way, are sown from seeds, the Rudbeckia hirta.
Yes, so they're extra pretty with extra love sown in. Speaking of sown by seeds and sown by tubers, our dahlias. Another thing that I jumped the gun on, we showed these off maybe a month ago, and I was so proud of them, and then they just kept on blooming. So now we're really proud of them. Although we had a really bad wind yesterday, so we've tried to restake them. They sort of broke through what we had planned. But anyway, we've got some cabana banana. I get them so confused. One of those, Bishop's Children, these are from seeds. And these are absolutely gorgeous. We've got one of the melodies here, the Bacardi. Playa Blanca's doing really well. Although, if you want to know a little secret, the Playa Blanca probably won't be here next year. Lars and I have decided, I'm looking at you, we've decided that we don't really like it. I don't know. It's not been our favorite one. The Bacardi's definitely going to come back. Bishop's Children, I like, Lars doesn't. I think they're coming back.
Maybe.
This one's been Lars's favorite.
I love that one. Cabana banana.
Or banana cabana.
No, cabana banana for sure.
And Boom Boom White. This one's just fun to say. This one has made the best cut flowers. And you can see that really tight middle.
Oh, come
so this has been one of our favorite ones. So we're definitely keeping that.
Super pretty.
We're also busy collecting seeds. You'll notice that this grass is pretty much 110% finished. But look at all those delicious, and my awful fingernails. I'm a nail biter, but look at those seeds. So we've got lots to do with that. Anyway, keep coming.
Oh, and by the way, forgot to say the Boom Boom White, it fell because we hadn't staked it. So it's actually coming here in the front there.
Yeah.
There was another one. So a note for us, we need to stake in a different way next year.
We need to stake better. The thing was, we knew, but in Denmark, you take a big summer vacation. It's one of the benefits of living in a social state. So we took a vacation where we left the country for 3 weeks. And in that time, that's when the rain came after the drought. So we thought we were ahead of the game. Instead, they outgrew what we had planned. So we kind of had to create something after the fact. And it didn't work. Anyway, here's another one that's new this year. This Sanguisorba is really, really, really beautiful. It's finishing. That's why I'm saying that this is probably one of our final tours. But look, can you see the little bee? They look like bottle cleaners. Look at that, the way they shake.
Pink brushes, it's called. Oh, look at that.
Really nice. It gets around 140 centimeters, loves full sun or shade, which really works for us because as you can see now, we're in the shady time of year. But it's been really pretty. It flowers from July to September, mid-September, so it's done exactly what it said it would do. Really happy with it. We're going to have it back next year. Here's another one of my favorites that I've told many times about.
You love that.
This blanket flower. We have it a lot. We've been deadheading it like crazy, and it just keeps coming. And keep in mind that what we've just gone through so far with the Rudbeckia, the pink Sunday, the dahlias, all this is a new flower bed. We just put this in at the end of the winter when we removed all of the grass. So what was here last season and the season before, if you'll show these rocks where the hydrangea begin, that's, please don't show all of the things that have self-sown in there.
It's not weeds, it's...
I didn't say they were weeds, self-sown plants. But this is sort of where this flower bed started, and it was grass up to here. So everything that we're seeing now, it's been really nice. These sweet williams keep coming back, even after their second flowering.
And all this was also lawn, all this, and the middle flower bed was a lawn there too.
Another thing I want to show you on this side, also in this new flower bed, is this butterfly bush. It's butterfly candy. Look at that. I mean, it's almost like a cartoon. The little orange center. Isn't that pretty? And it only gets this tall. You can see it's also finishing. It only gets this tall. We have it in this purple and we have it in the pink as well that we'll show when we keep coming around. But we're really happy with this. We have some cosmos going on. Our hydrangea we've talked about before. It's a lot of work in progress because of the building being gone, bringing things in and out, cutting things down to get even height. So there's a lot of work left to do there.
Good, the rain is coming. I see they look a little bit sad, the hydrangeas over there.
The rain is so coming. And it won't stop until next May. This Stonecrop here, this Sedum is really pretty. This one we actually bought. We're not big buyers, but this one we bought because look at the foliage. That's really what we're big fans of. This dark foliage. And of course the impatiens, which are looking a little tired.
You can take some cuttings of that one.
Well, in the video, speaking of, if you're looking for a video about how to take cuttings from sedum, we've actually done one recently, similarly with the beautiful dark foliage. So Lars, I'll take the camera now and you can keep going around this side of the garden.
Okay, so this Delphinium, Ridderspur in Danish, has finished. It's called Chantay. It was a really pretty pinkish color. And here are the seed pods, and look at that. I'm gonna definitely have more of those beautiful, really tall delphiniums here. Just gonna sprinkle them there. Hopefully they'll come.
So we do let things self-sow. We also collect seeds. We'll show you some of the glass house in a minute.
When they're all brown, really. So it's throughout the whole season we're gonna collect seeds whenever they are ready in different times. We have another really pretty one that's flowering now. Is this one, Viol Froststjerne, looks like pink clouds almost like.
That's pretty.
And the foliage also is really cute, I think. Really, it gets really tall. So the good thing about perennials, sometimes you place them, and depending on if you have, what kind of climate you have and what kind of dirt you place them in, they grow really tall. But then you can move them around in autumn. So this is, like Alan told you, it's a new flower bed, so that it went actually here. This was all lawn. So we do have to replace this. It's really gotten too, because this is also a new thing. This one here has really beautiful foliage. Gets over there, you can see some white flowers. It's called Hjortetrøst. We're gonna write the English one so you know. But it's also really nice. Starts to flower, late flowering perennial. It will also get wider once it's a little bit older in a few years. So this we kind of have to move because it's kind of hiding a bleeding heart over here in white. So we'll just do a little. Yeah,
and that's a nice dicentra. That one's in white, so we definitely have to find a place.
Because another one over here, you can hardly see it, wants to make it more, is the black-eyed Susan, the Rudbeckia over here. Also easily to propagate or get more from when you take seeds. And we we will tell you later on, but we have actually quite a lot of yellow perennials, but they really pop here in autumn, which is really nice. So a nice contrast for the green foliage of the other
But that's the good
perennials.
thing about having a perennial garden is we can move them when it's
That's
time,
right.
yeah.
But also what we do like is not only the flowers, but we really focus a lot on different foliage here, like the Brunnera here. It's really pretty Jack Frost. So it has a nice, great color to the, and look here, it started to flower again.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
So that's really great.
And this is really early flowers, so to have it coming back.
Back in, normally in May, and then we would take some seeds. It also self-sows, which is great. Stairways to Heaven is really finished flowering, doesn't really do a lot, but the foliage is really nice.
And these.
Yeah, that's your favorite too. Wow, look at those. I
Super
have them both
pretty.
in white and then accidentally a pink one here. And I think we showed you, but then I'll collect all the seeds here. And these need some changing temperature. So I would just throw them in a tray in the greenhouse here in January, and then in March, when after like around 4 weeks, it will start to germinate out in the greenhouse. Or just throw them in the garden. You just never know what's weeds and what's seeds of a perennial. That's why we love to do it in trays. Here's yours again, you really love. We have actually this one further up, I'll show you, in a reddish color too.
Yeah, we really repeat it, so it's in several different places.
And Alan here approved, but we got it in peach this for next year. It's in the greenhouse.
Did I?
We have yeah, you did, don't be surprised. We got a peach color, which is really gonna be nice here.
Okay, I
And,
do not remember agreeing, but
the Liatris
are so
spicata,
finished.
spicata, sorry, is all easy. Now we can start taking.
look at the seeds.
Some leave them all for, it almost looks like really sculptures as well, but I see new plants. So that's great.
That's great.
This cola plant is doing well, still getting green. We did a lot of cuttings of that.
Yeah, we really took this one back. And this is a plant, it's an herb, and it smells like soda, like cola.
Yeah.
Can we say Coca-Cola?
Coca-Cola, I guess. Or
You can
Pepsi
use it
Max.
like in a marinade and things like that.
Also, these are starting to be finished. I'm gonna take seeds of those, the echinacea soon over there.
They are
Really-
very starting to be finished.
Yeah, and we are dividing our Montbretia here.
Yeah, we had a lot of that
Crocus
crocosmia that we've
Yeah.
dug up and divided, so that's why there's a little gap. But it just grows like wildfire.
It really gets
Wildfire,
those.
wildfire.
Great.
Speaking of finished, this phlomis is finished, but look how,
Yeah, look at that.
you know, some plants die or die back and they look,
Yeah.
they look bad, but look how structural this is.
So some of them we're gonna keep just for decoration. Imagine, not that we have a very mild winter now, but just imagine a little bit of snow or like some mist on it. It's gonna be
Yeah, it's
pretty
gonna be
there.
pretty.
But it's very spiky, so we normally have heavy gloves or really hard gloves on, so you don't get it's like a porcupine almost. Our other really beautiful echinaceas here, or Rudbeckias too as well. We have over here
Our
some of
sedum.
these.
And we were talking
yeah,
about this
the
before.
sedum.
So in Danish, this is called a Sankt Hansort. So it's like, that's a holiday in the end of June. So it's named after a holiday in the end of June, but it only flowers now in September. But it's so pretty. So we have a lot of sedum, a lot of different colors.
Yeah, oh, we still have some.
Oh, there's some seeds.
Yeah, these are
Some agalaya
in here,
seeds, yeah.
agalaya. Really pretty. Oh, we still have the sneeze flower over here. Remember, we put
Yeah,
those down.
sneezeweed.
Sneezeweed, yes. These are really pretty. Really love those. Trying to get seeds of those because that's also a new too.
Here's one of your favorites, flowers, the histamine.
Yes, we have them in this really clear white color. Over here, some pretty ones. Look at that inside there.
That's really pretty.
Really. And over there, then you can see some pink ones. Right over there. But they are really nice. But compared to other perennials, these really like to be divided in early spring instead. And once you have them in the garden, they're going to self-sow. You can also divide it. But Also, I'll show you later the seeds, how they look. It's like the seeds are like black, and then it's like in a cotton ball almost, and you just sow them, and then you can get more of these ones. And actually over here, see over there, I'll just step in here.
Yeah, that one's really come out.
If I can get through here. It's called a duehoved. It looks like a pigeon's head in Danish. Really pretty. It also comes really late, but flowers, really has this dark foliage. Also a good stem. It doesn't. Luckily, we don't have a lot of wind here right now, at least. And also the verbena here, they're really tall as me. We do take them in, collect the seeds, and it also self-sow all over. We had them at work too. So it's really a pretty one. It's normally a summer flower, but because we have mild winters, it does come back, and I do cuttings of it as well.
And in Danish, it's called a kæmpe verbena, so it's called a
verbena.
huge verbena.
Yeah.
That's a funny one.
Here we have another butterfly candy, just in a pink one. Look at that.
That's really pretty.
And it's like Alan said, it really gets compact. We have one up in a pot as well on the terrace. So it's really a nice height actually here for the border.
And it matches those cosmos back there in the back.
Oh, and here's the one you like more here's the red more vibrant than up there. You don't have so much yellow in this one. So we do want to try and collect seeds, but Alan is really good at deadheading. So.
This one you really have to deadhead almost every other day, because it'll just keep coming.
But we do have to leave some for seeds.
Yes, but no one on YouTube wants to watch us argue, but we have plenty to leave.
The white salvia is almost.
Yeah. This is the second flowering, so it's done. It's
really.
There's so many things that
just
look
one plant, yeah.
Burnt.
Starting to be finished.
The liaches over here.
Oh yeah, that one.
Again finished.
We have a digitalis.
That came
latecomer, late to the party, finishing up. There's some ants crawling on it, but bunch of seed heads in here. Sit down here, see if I can get one. Almost getting ready to. Here and then I'll, if there's any seeds in, they're not brown yet, but there'll be a bunch of seeds here. What else do we have? Oh, we have, this is a funny one.
Oh, this is another verbena.
A new one called verbena Bampton. It's gonna, like a low, compact, this is as tall as it gets. Really this beautiful dark leaf, the foliage. And can you get the flowers?
I'm trying, I wish I was Steven Spielberg. I would show this sucker off. Let me see if I can.
Right?
Yeah, because it sort of comes out of nowhere. It's like this science experiment gone wild.
Let me see if I can hold it up. You can see it's very elegant.
Isn't that pretty?
So we placed it here on the corner. It does really self-sow a lot. So I'm quite excited to see next spring how many on the path here, because we do have a heavy layer but that's later on. We're going to show you how we're getting the weeds, because we do get the perennials that self-sow around the borders here, but we have a new trick we're going to show you how to get rid of them.
But this has been one of our favorites, yeah.
We have some, also the stouter solsikke is a really tall. I'll go all the way over here. Boom. Look how tall it is.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't really fall. See how it moves in the wind. It has a bunch of seeds here I'm going to collect now. And that's really a nice pop-off. So here's all the new seeds for next year. So it's really like a dry, finished flower head. I'm going to collect the seed heads of that one.
Look at the Nephofia. You guys, that has just
kept
come and come and come and come and come and come. It has not stopped. And we're very excited for that.
We have, this one over here. Maybe I should jump over here. We planted some new, like Alan said, we had some issues with aphids. So all our lupins just died, sadly. So we placed some new ones, so we really hope we get some whites and some purples over here. And we have, this one is really unique too. It's called spydverbena. Also has some really pretty flowers.
Oh, just like there we go.
That's a nice one too, almost finished, but flowered for a long time. And this one, notice this one here, the sporebelt in white.
This has been its second flowering as well.
Yeah, we threw in the back in July. Native to Denmark here, we have them a lot, and they really good for the insects. But this is one plant, and before the holiday, it has down here self-sowed everywhere.
Over.
Look at this. It's like a carpet underneath here. But then I'm going to repot it. We have lots of people coming to the garden, and ta-da, they can get some home.
We also have it in that pinkish color back there behind the
over there.
Burning Love by the Malva.
Oh, that had a flower again. Did you see that? Go over here there. That's a pretty flower here. Look at that. Let me take one so we can go closer here. That's really a pretty one, called cat cheese in Danish.
Cat cheese. Isn't that pretty?
And the bees love it.
It's very pretty. Although the bees are kind of...
You think it's finished?
I don't know where the bees are these days.
And
Well, it's about to rain.
Look
That's
at
one
this.
reason.
It's still flowering. Almost finished. I'm taking seeds. The agastache.
That's pretty.
Really still nice. Pretty. But yeah, all the salvia finishing. We have the geraniums are flowering for a second time. See this? These are also trimmed back. And they also have a beautiful, we have different colors of that.
That's really nice, yes. I was just over here admiring the more of the Salvia viridi with the Oxford blue.
It's nice. There's also a white variety. We haven't sown those this year.
What we're going to do next year, we're going to, because this is an annual, so we're collecting the seeds, but we're going to mix them again. So we have the blue and the pink growing together.
Yeah, that's our plan.
And we're going to place them, we've got them in 3 places in the garden now. There's one, and over by the dahlias, but we're going to find one more spot.
And these are also really nice. We have shown those before, but still really
nice.
going on flowering. The Dower Bleeding Heart that are also sow from seeds. And the cosmos just keep going. Look at that.
Well, we
The
also
apricots.
keep deadheading.
We keep deadheading.
Look at that, it's pretty.
That's nice.
In here in the front as well, the wallflower is still in flower. Oh, and my toad lily.
Oh yeah, did we show them that one?
We can always show it again.
It's not as much as last year. I think also the drought we had in the
Hold on,
spring.
let me see if I can zoom in. There you go. Pause it and look at that. Is that a worm on it?
Worm? No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's just the color of it.
In my blurry camera. Yeah, so super excited for this guy. This toad lily. Another dark sedum here. A blanket flower hiding back there behind it. Some labellus there on the edge.
Yeah. Ooh, and a weed. Luckily don't have a lot of those. Oops, there we go. Oh, and the chameleon leaf, the chameleon blad. Chameleon leaf, I guess.
Here's another thing that has taken over.
Yeah, actually.
It's kind of like a Where's Waldo. So it's a beautiful plant. Look, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. But then it's there, and it's there,
Yeah.
and it's there, and it's over there. It's just everywhere. Yeah. So while we like it, one of the things we're going to do here in the next couple of weeks is move it.
Give it to other places.
Give it to other people.
But it's really nice, so you can cook with it. And
so it can attack their garden. Speaking of cooking, that plant that we just showed at the beginning tastes like cucumber. Isn't that nice?
oh yeah, we forgot to say. Oh, the kvæs, what?
So this is what we've got still growing here in September.
And a lot of things like reflowered, as you said. Look at the phlox here with a second. Look at that color.
Yeah, this has been a beautiful one.
So we trimmed it down earlier in July-ish, and then it got a second flowering. And yeah, this Salvia viridis is really pretty.
While Lars is getting some seeds that he wanted to show, I thought I would take us over here to the trampoline, an eyesore, but talk about a really great ground cover. This Persicara finis has been a fantastic one. We definitely have to cut it back. You can see that it's overgrowing the stones. We've planted several. We just took it from the mother plant, so we divided it, took a lot of cuttings, and it's been incredible ground cover. You can even see under there where it is in the shade. We haven't planted all the way through, but we have around the edge, and it's been really, really nice. It's definitely overtaking and overgrowing, which is also what you want from a great ground cover. But we've been really excited for it. So if you're looking for a great ground cover,
can I just show though? here, if you pull it up here, it really spreads by, you can pull it up here quickly and then it has, you can get rid of.
Exactly, so that's how we've gotten so many of these.
Because then it easily has new roots you can
Let me get it.
place.
Exactly, so you really just need one good one, let it establish itself.
But we do need to get it back so you can see the stones better here.
Yeah, but the fact that it is sort of masking this, that's sort of, that was the plan to begin with.
But how it starts with the white and then turn all pinkish. Oh, that's nice.
Exactly. It's getting a lot of texture, a lot of color for really just one plant.
So these hirta, I have collected some seeds, and as you can see, it's like almost like a cotton ball, and there's some black seeds, and I wouldn't tear it all really apart from each other. I would just gently sprinkle it down in some soil in these trays we have with the hole in, keep it watered, and then it will come a lot of these new plants really easily. And I forgot to tell Alan over here, a lot of our perennials really throw the seeds really far away. This is like the Brunnera with that like meters up there. What is that? 8 meters away?
So there
is one of those.
And here we're guessing is the mother.
That's pretty far away.
Do you think that's the plant it's from?
That's the only place I have it, so that's pretty amazing.
Maybe there was a bird or a squirrel. Crazy, right?
All the way. So that's gonna go in a pot.
One thing you might be noticing is, hey guys, your path looks really, really weed-free. What have you been doing?
We actually...
How's that for a segue into?
Ta-da! A gas burner.
We got a weed burner that throws fire, that burns the weeds. Yeah, and it has been an absolute time saver, back saver, life saver, and we would love to show you our latest garden toy.
I'll go get it.
Yay! So while Lars is getting the gas fire weed burner, I'm going to show you the glass house, what's going on in here. This week is definitely the week that we take our grapes. Look at that. I have been eating so many. Our son has been eating even more. They're ready, they're delicious, and it's time to make some jam. You can also see that the leaves are starting to get a little sad. So it's time for that. Otherwise, the Montbretia cuttings are doing well. All of our herbs, the lavender cuttings are growing, butterfly bushes, everything is where it should be. We've got some new cuttings there. So looking a little sad. But yeah, cola plant, everything is doing well. And I think I hear...
Ready?
Look at this. Do not burn me, please. Jeepers creepers.
So, great little flame here and this little machine on wheels. And then you just take the top. When the perennials, you want to go in front and see?
Yeah.
You have your bare feet. But then what a really good note is, like really get, like then you just push it. So it burns any perennials, like small or like weeds. Really, oh there's one. But within seconds, like minutes, this whole path has been done.
So you'll see a lot of these. Lars uses one at the garden where he works. So that was sort of the inspiration. And we've been really happy with it. It's our latest toy.
And it's really good to do once it's like early morning or if it has just been raining, so you don't like get away from your house or your shed or whatever, so it doesn't catch fire.
Read the instructions. That's what we'll say, because we are not responsible for anyone. But we have been using it here in the morning when there's heavy dew on the ground this time of year. We wouldn't do it now at the end of the day, because as you can see, there's so many things that are just dry because of the autumn. But we've loved it. We're careful.
But it is really nice since there is coming like seedlings from the top. That it's not from underground, because we have a bunch of gravel underneath.
Yeah, these are seeds and weeds that have been dropped on top by a bird or an animal or whatever. But we're very happy with it. So that has been our latest garden purchase. Okay, we have one more plant we want to show, one more sedum. So Lars, if you'll come. I just saw this one as we were about to do our big sign off. Look at that one. Yeah, that's a pretty one. Super nice.
Next to the Thalictrum, that's a pretty one too.
Yeah. You love to shake this one. Yeah. I don't think you guys can hear it because we're wearing microphones, but it sounds like a tiny, tiny baby rattle.
Oh, wow. Not creepy at all.
But it does. It sounds like a tiny baby rattle. But anyway, this has been our tour for September. Thank you so much for watching with us. The way things are going, we may have enough to show in a couple of weeks. We'll wait to see. We are going to keep up with the greenhouse. That's sort of where we're heading for the autumn and winter, because that's where all the work is going to start taking place. So please stick around and watch what's happening there. We also want to catch you up on what's been happening at Lars's garden at the church grounds where he works and show you sort of how they're getting ready for the winter. They have a whole different process than maybe you or I do in our home garden because it's sort of a public space. They have a lot more requirements and the way it looks is a lot different. So I definitely want to make sure that we show you that in the weeks to come. In the meantime, please like and subscribe, and thank you for all the comments. If you haven't commented, questions, we like it, we don't, let us know, because we're new to YouTube and we're just having fun showing you what the good Lord has blessed us with. So thanks for now, and see you soon.
What are you doing?
I mean, I didn't know you. I didn't know you had the. I didn't know you had people with you. I'm eating grapes.
I can see that.
Even though, yeah. Oh no. I'm saving. Hold on. I shouldn't talk with food in my mouth. We're saving plenty to make the jelly, but we've got to do it soon. But when we were in here filming, I was like, we got so many.
Well, they're very sweet.
They're super delicious right now.
Yeah.
So this is the time.
We need Millet to come and help eating them. So.
Don't tell him. He's getting ready for bed. So
Okay, let's finish up there.
All right.